Hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Glad you're here. How do, how do. My name's Loretta and you're at Mother's Tarot. Now I have a guest with me today, although you can't see her. She comes from the realm. There we go. So, was it was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. My childhood best friend's mom, well, childhood on through adulthood, because we were friends until she passed. Her mom, who passed at least 10 years before she did, at least. And she's been gone about 10 years. So about 20 years. So Jan, she made herself known to me last night. And I don't know, maybe the realm all got together and thought somebody needs to step up here. So, and Jan she's terrific. Her bloodline is mostly Native American. With she's just a wonderful person. So anyway, um, Jan, I'm gonna. Would you like to say hello? There, let's do this. There you go. There we go, Jan. Would you like to say hello? Just do a yes for saying hello. Yeah, that's clockwise. There's a yes. Hello. She says hello. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Jen, is the reason you popped in because I was planning on and talking about doing a reading on the partial entities or the soulless ones, the ones that have no records in the Akashic. That's what brought you out, isn't it? Yeah. She says yes. Yes, she's very interested in this. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to tell the people a little bit about how I got to the space where I was going to do this reading. Okay, so hold on. Um, okay, so I have been catching up on Edgar Casey. Now, Edgar Casey, I first learned of him and read some of his material in the 70s. Okay, because I started out this total woo-woo accident because I read a the book that Shirley MacLaine wrote, Out on a Limb. Okay. And I thought, oh, and I don't know if it was Ruth Montgomery and Edgar Casey she mentioned in the book, because I haven't read the book again since then. And I need to buy it again so I could read it again. But anyway, so after Shirley MacLaine, it was Edgar Casey and Ruth Montgomery that I was reading on back then in the 70s. I was introduced then. But, it didn't go anywhere. It was just rolling around up here because I had little ones to take care of and surviving was a big issue for me. So, but I listened. Now, Edgar Casey talked about the partial entities or the soulless ones that are here among us. And when I heard this, I also thought of Dolores Cannon. She called them filler people, because they don't got no souls. She called them filler people. They were just a nothingness thing. Or maybe filler people are different than the soulless ones or the partial entities. So, Warrior Girl, you got any ideas? You heard anything? You might have. Let me know if you have. And hello, Warrior Girl. Bannerman, Annette, Carl, Anna Bear, and I know there's much more of you too, and thank you for being and supporting me. Okay, so see the other thing. Now, Edgar Casey, he died what in, well, last century. Okay. But there's another person. See, Edgar Casey, he was a sleeping prophet. Now, his warning came in 1934. All right. And then there's another woman, another person, a woman by the name of Helen Blavatsky, born and died 1831 to 1891. She foretold of this warning. Um, okay. Well, she published a book, The Secret Doctrine, that was published in 1888. So it had to be before that she received this warning. She foretold of this, and this wasn't discovered until 1952 that Helen Blavatsky had spoken about the soulless ones or the partial entities, if some call it. So the title of this video is Partial Entities or Soulless Ones Report, brought to you from the other realm, from another realm, not this realm, but another realm, through me, for entertainment purposes only. Okay, very clear. Mm-hmm. But very interesting. Edgar Casey and Helena Blavatsky both documented about this. And let's see, Helena Blavatsky, hers is in the archives of the Theosophical Society in London. Theosophical, just I can't even speak that way. Sorry, I don't mean to, but yeah, that was really cool. So that's why Jan showed up because it obviously piqued your interest. Piqued your interest, did it, Jan? Yeah, sure did. Yep, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle and read the mantra. I'm going to do the energy. I'm just going to do an energy spread, just looking at the energy, all over the energy. And I'm going to let the realm report us on the energy of the soulless ones. I'm just going to use the word the soulless ones to describe or the description for it. All right. Okay. Okay. I open this space with breath and heart, a vessel of truth where visions start. By earth's firm root and sky's wide dome, I call all wisdom spirits home. Oversoul of radiant flame, speak through cards and sacred name. Angels, guides, ancestors near, walk beside me, make truth clear. Sages old, with sight profound, wrap the circle safe and sound. Let clarity flow with every draw, through shadows hush and morning's awe. Protect this path, let doubt recede, let only light and truth take lead. My heart receives, my mind lets go. Aligned in love, the cards shall show. Okay, there we go. So now we're all blessed and protected. All right, including Jan. Okay, so what day is it? Today's the 11th. Yeah, we got 19 days left. 19 days. All right. Are you ready, Jen? Are you ready? Are you ready, Jen? She says yes, yes, yes. Thank you so very much. Okay. All right. I'm going to shuffle these 4 times and lay them down. All right. Hope everyone's doing the breath work. If you don't do breath work, you meditate, just exchange the words. Same thing. Same outcome. Same outcome. The soulless ones. The ones with no records they have no Akashic records. The soulless ones. So, one more shuffle. Thank you. The soulless ones. Just speak to us. Speak to us. Let's see. You know what I'd like to know? Okay, let's just ask straight up before I lay a card down. Is the orange menace, you know who we're talking about? The one that is got his butt planted in the Oval Office. The one that wears shitty diapers and smells and makes a fool of himself. You know who we're talking about. Does he have a soul? Donald J. Trump. Does he possess a soul? Yes or no? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Mm-mm-mm. Let me ask you this, Jen. Is Donald J. Trump's, is he, okay, he's got a soul. So if you got a soul, you're of the light, correct? You're of the divine realm, you're of the light. Yes, that's correct. Okay. So sometimes our light can be very dim. Is that what's happening? Has his light just been really dimmed from his time here? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Was he chosen for that reason? Or was he chosen before? Let's see. Was he chosen before he came? It must have been. It was a soul contract. Is that right, Jan? You can see the Akashic records. Yes, that's right. Okay. He's doing a great job, isn't he? Oh, yeah. He certainly is. Icky poo. Okay. Now, we've got a Senate and a Congress. Do all of the people sitting in the Senate that was elected, do all of those people possess a soul also? All of them. Every human, well, we don't know that. So, but do they all have souls in the Senate? Yes, they have souls. Thank you. Now, let's talk about the House. Are all of those humans packing souls that are sitting in the House? Yep. Yep, they are. Okay. Okay. Well, let's pull some cards, see what we learn. All right. Now, incoming energy. Hmm. Five of Pentacles. This is on the soulless ones. All right. The ones that have no records. They have no Akashic record. So that would be like signifier. Now, the second card, the blocking challenge or blessing. We have the moon. Moon. The moon card come out. which is interesting because these we're talking about the soulless ones. Base energy of the soulless ones is the magician. Passing energy, two of cups. Might as well be it's a love card. It's a like-minded card. Interesting. Perceptional energy, four of cups. Yeah. Apathy. Not empathy, apathy. Objective energy. Ooh, tower. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. Objective energy for the soulless ones. Tear her down. What we got here? Central energy is the star. It's the star. Jen? Okay, yeah. See what I'm wondering, Jen, am I picking up right that even the soulless ones have a purpose here? Because the star card is about purpose. Is that what we're getting? That they have their purpose. Yes, they do. Okay, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, so that's the central energy, is the star for the soulless ones, which is their purpose. To help bring enlightenment and spiritual abundance. That's what's on that. Yeah, that's what that card's radiating. Yeah. Okay, now we have overarching energy. We have the Queen of Wands. The overarching energy is the Queen of Wands. This this camera is really rather kind of weird here. It's not real clear, and I checked all my settings, so I don't know. Okay, so overarching energy is the Queen of Wands. We're talking about the soulless ones. So, which means, well, they're confident and they're carrying power of attraction, or they have been, is the power of attraction. Their confidence. I mean, that is what attracts so many abused women to vote for Trump, is because of his confidence. They find it attractive. They find it, oh, but these same women also, at least the ones I know, you know, the men like to beat on them, or at least they did at one time and they've never recovered from bearing up through that. Insightful energy. We have the Three of Cups, which is their community card, our sincere allies, camaraderie. That's interesting that there is so much camaraderie present for the soulless ones. I mean, that's on the insightful energy card. So, future energy coming in. We got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is also, the sweet talking, watch your back, the seducer. It's methodical, charm you and make deals with you. So they're always here. They're always here. Isn't that interesting? What's the story here? If I am I going to get a story out of here? if I did a story, so the base energy is where it starts. It begins with the magician. Begins with the magician because the soulless ones are intense. They're formless, really, but they come in and um, oh yeah, there's opportunities for the soulless ones to come in. Okay, like if they're hanging around and present during the time, say, a child is being birthed and it doesn't make it for some reason, it appears to pass, but miraculously it comes back. Could be, not always, but those are the opportunities that the soulless ones come in at, like when they're babies. But we also have the same opportunities presenting themselves through various stages in life when people experience um, a death. Only if the soulless one's there, they snatch the body. And so we don't know. We don't know, because that stuff doesn't always happen around other people or in a medical facility, you know? Anyway, that's what someone was explaining about soulless one. I think it was from the Gnostic. I've been reading and trying to pick up as much as possible about the Gnostic teachings because that's where Sophia comes from. And Sophia, let me ask Jan. I'm going to ask Jan about Sophia. Okay. Jen, are you familiar with who Sophia is? The fall of Sophia? Yes, she is. Thank you. Oh, crap. I had the question. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Jen. You're looking at the Akashic records, right? You can see the Akashic records, correct? Yes, she can. Okay. Does it have Sophia's? Does Sophia have a Akashic record? Yes, she does. Thank you. Did Sophia birth the Christ consciousness? Did she birth the Christ consciousness? Thank you. Yes, she did. Is Sophia the one that birthed mankind, a human? Did she birth mankind? Yes. Jan, are you saying it takes we have to start with the feminine in order to get the male? Is that where it started? With the feminine, so then we could have the male? That's a yes. Yes. Is it because men cannot birth children? Is that what it is? Is that why Sophia had to birth a man? Yes. Thank you. They haven't. Okay. So the magic. Magic starts with the magician, the base energy, and then we move on to the passing energy. So the magician, and then we needed like-minded. It had to be like-mindedness with the two of cups. And then there was apathy, discontent, dissatisfaction. Mm. Then I don't know where this is going yet. Trying to start and follow the story. And then after the apathy, we have the Five of Pentacles of uncertainty and destitution. Okay. Because the moon in the moon card, there's hidden aspects. There's lunacy, there's mystery, there's illusion, and they're being cut out of the cycle of life. They're not in these soulless ones. They are devoid of the cyclical nature of life, but they provide some dichotomy also on certain levels. Okay. So then, two, six. So then the tower moment arrives. It's a revelation, it's an awakening, it's an acceleration of fall. In which it helps to find purpose. With the star card, remember? That's where the purpose comes in. The enlightenment on a journey for the souls, which the ones without the souls, well, they're inadvertently are helping the ones, those of us with souls on our journey. Yeah. Let's make sure. Jan, do I have that right? Are the soulless ones here to assist the ones with souls on their lessons in their journey? That's a yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And then we move to the queen. The soulless ones, they can carry the power of attraction. They appear professional. They're great speakers, very confident. They'll never have the camaraderie. I mean, I guess they do with this. Do they deal with camaraderie? Camaraderie. Does camaraderie even enter into it? Jan, does camaraderie even enter into this? Yeah. Okay. So are they finding it's a soulless ones, are they finding camaraderie amongst themselves? Amongst themselves, are they finding camaraderie? No, they're not. Jan says, no, they're not. Okay, thank you. Um, are they seeking camaraderie and community with those around them that do possess souls? Are they craving a soul for themselves? Yeah. Is that a yes? That's a full on yes? Yeah. Okay. They are. Yeah, I was talking to Spirit about this. In fact, I stopped my praying and I asked, am I supposed to pray for the soulless ones? Like you learn in church that you pray for the evil ones or, for the ones that hurt you. Kind of like that. Jen, is that right? We're supposed to pray for the soulless ones? Yes. Big yes. So the soulless ones, they're attracted to us with souls, right? Yep, they are. And that's why uh there's an influence. We're always dealing with an influence from the soulless ones, is that right? Yeah. We've got to make decisions all the time to keep the balance. Is that right? Thank you. Yes, it is. Okay. So, and with that, they're looking, they want to have souls, and we are supposed to pray for them. All right. Now, this future energy regarding the soulless ones, of course, that was the Knight of Cups. So that makes sense from what Jan just was imparting upon us that because the Knight of Cups is the one that's going to sweet talk you, they're going to seduce you, they're going to be charming, they're going to make a deal with you, they're going to negotiate, they'll be methodical, they'll be all that stuff to be your best bud because they want what you got. Just don't give up on your soul. And the shadow card at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. There, that's clear there. Queen of Swords. She's the hustler. So this is the party of the soulless ones is they're hustling. They're hustling for a soul. They're hustling for a soul anywhere they can find one. They need a vessel. They need a body. And they find them. We've got the soulless ones here. Yeah. And they're competitive about it, you know, at times, I would think. Let's ask Jen. She's got the records there right in front of her. Jen, is that true? My thinking? Are they the soulless ones? Are they competing for bodies? Oh, yeah. She says, yes, they do compete for bodies. Okay. Okay. And what just popped into my mind? All right. Remember Star Trek? Us older ones, we remember Star Trek. Do you remember that one where it's like they dropped the window shields down and then there were shoulder to shoulder, like packed like sardines, white uh bodies, human bodies. And they were just covered in white, because there was no detail. Jan, it was that a representation of the soulless ones on that Star Trek Enterprise? Is that what? Because that's what I'm picking up. Yeah. Yes, she says. Wow. That one I always found kind of creepy. The idea of it is just felt creepy. So, hey Jan, do you see creepy shit over there? Yeah, there's creepy shit too. Okay, thanks. Sorry. All right. So we are supposed to pray for the soulless ones, which I now do. I just speak it out. I pray for the soulless ones. The archangels protect them, and yeah, it's quite the strange thing, isn't it? Yep. So Queen of Swords, and I got the Seven of Wands behind that, King of Wands, Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So anyway, wanted to talk a little bit about the soulless ones. So, but you know, I don't know that I can go any further with this because there's no records of them in the Akashic records. No records of the soulless ones. So Jan, all right. Oh yeah. Jan, Steve Miller, you know who he is? Yes. Okay. Does Steve Miller have a soul? Does Steve Miller have a soul? The one that is advising Trump? No, we gotta know. That's why he's got no problem starving babies or disabled or elderly or anything else. So, okay. Well, that was interesting, right? I hope you found it interesting anyway. You got anything on you can add to it? Yeah, you got any um experience or any knowledge, any research that you've done on the soulless ones or anything like that? Do share with me because I'm very interested. Anyway, this is one I just wanted to do today. So, did the soulless ones. Okay, so let's draw a card for an oracle from the Soul Helper. The Soul Helper Oracle. Are you able to read this right? Because I've got it mirrored. So, and if you can't read the words, let me know because they look backwards to me. But this whole thing's kind of messy in my head. So I don't do good flipping around stuff. So, but do let me know if you can read it like it's supposed to be read, or if it looks backwards to you too. I think when I checked before that you could read it, it showed you really good. Okay. So, Jan, you want to help me with the cards here for some guidance for everybody that's watching today from whatever part of the world you're in. Bless you. And thank you for checking out my channel. Ready? Okay. That one? All right. Well, it's sticking out. So, ooh, okay. It says a difficult path is being revealed. Ask for help and learn that we are all connected. You know, that is the time of the sign of the times. That is the reason for the season here, because we have all lost our friggin' minds thinking that we're not connected. We are. And the shadow card here, you are unique. That's what it says. You are unique. Be brave, a little crazy, but be yourself. I love that. Love that. Okay. I'm going to read this uh, first one here that I pulled. A difficult path is being revealed. Okay. Do I have a number on here? Yeah, here we go. All right. Whoops. And get my little eyeball here. Okay. Life and your soul path have their secrets. The path can be challenging, and it is at these times that both the fool and the wise person learn that there is no such thing as autonomy. Wow. We are determined by that. We are determined by all that exists. Everything is fundamentally interconnected. All influences all. The divine source wishes to teach us about this connectedness, and we learn best along the parts of our soul path that are rocky, unsafe, or even scary. We will discover allies who will touch us deeply with their empathy and willingness to help, and we will become sympathizers, lovers, and helpers, and from time to time, even heroes and heroines. Your path is difficult at the moment, but this is an opportunity for you to forge links with others in order to grow beyond yourself, to help each other, and to take it in turns to be supported and to be supportive. Conscientiously seek out allies and fellow travelers in the outside world. Be brave and ask for help. Recognize that you are not alone, that you have friends and helpers in all worlds, in all times, and in all dimensions. Call upon them and accept their powers and their good advice. In particular, seek out the aid of the helpers recommended and do so immediately. They will give you everything you need right now, including protection. Work particularly intensively with the recommended number to achieve this. Hmm. Your helpers from the next Your helpers for the next 21 days. Your power animal is the wolf over the next 21 days. Herbal essential oil is orange. Healing crystal, sodalite, Sodalite. And the number is 5. 5 is change. So that makes sense. This has been from the Soul Helper Oracle. All right. And while I was reading this, I heard not only do you need to pray for the soulless ones, you need to pray for Trump. Yeah. Okay. If that'll get us by, if that'll get us beyond this hump, I surely will. I surely will. Am I understanding that correctly, Jen? I have been directed to pray for Donald J. Trump. Oh, yes. Thank you very much. And should everyone watching this also pray for Donald J. Trump? Thank you. Yes, they should. And should we pray for his health, prosperity, and happiness? Yes, we should. I think I mentioned this before. I know I have, because I've talked about the difficult times I've had with, when a relationship ends and, um, in order for me to heal myself, I had to get over it. I had to. And I prayed, that's for husband number three in particular. I prayed every day for his health, prosperity, and happiness because I wanted that for me. And I had to pray for him to have it so I could get it. Okay. And I believe he got it before I did. Because, I had some stuff to work through. But anyway, so that's what I got for you today. That's all the report is. I don't think I'll do another one of these, but you know, not much more can be had, I don't think. Anyway, help us all out. Pray for, and I was taught this. You pray for them that you don't resonate with. Pray for them. Look at it that way. We don't resonate with them, but we need to pray for them. Help lift them up. All right. So I'm going to pray for their health, prosperity, and happiness. Yes, I was. All right. Okay. Remember to love yourself, love the others, and be the light because you are the light. And above all, forgiveness, not bitterness, so we can get ourselves out of this hole or in this spot so we can move beyond it. And it's coming. It is coming. You know, it is coming. I love you all. Have a great day or night, morning, however it is in your world when you're watching this. Take real good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thank you for coming.